Soft cardio is everywhere right now because it feels almost too easy. You put on a hoodie, light a candle, hop on a treadmill at a chill pace, and suddenly you're like, wait, this is cardio? Meanwhile, the internet is yelling, you need zone 2. You need heart rate zones. You need to optimize. And you're sitting there thinking, bro, I just want to lose fat without hating my life. Let me fix that. Because soft cardio and zone 2 are not enemies. One isn't good and the other isn't trash. The truth is simple. They're tools. And if you use the right tool for the right job, you get leaner, fitter, and more consistent without turning your week into a punishment schedule. By the end of this video, you'll know 3 things. 1. What soft cardio actually is and why it's trending. 2. What zone 2 really means without the nerd panic. And 3. The exact weekly plan I'd use if I wanted results with the least suffering possible. But first, we have to kill the biggest myth in cardio. Myth number 1. If you're not drenched, dying, and questioning your life choices, it doesn't count. That's garbage. The best cardio is not the one that burns the most calories in one session. It's the one you can do consistently for months without quitting. Because fat loss isn't a single workout. It's a weekly average. And consistency beats intensity you can't sustain. Every time. Now let's define the 2 terms, because the internet has turned them into confusing buzzwords. Soft cardio, also called cozy cardio, is basically low-intensity movement that feels easy and relaxing. Usually walking on a treadmill, incline walking, light cycling, or just long walks outside. The vibe is, I could do this while watching a show and sipping water like a civilized person. Zone 2 is also low intensity, but it's slightly higher than soft cardio. It's the pace where you're working, but not suffering. You're breathing heavier, but you're still in control. It's sustainable, but it's not nap-worthy. Here's the simplest way to understand it. Soft cardio is, I feel fine. Zone 2 is, I'm working, but I could keep going. Soft cardio builds the habit. Zone 2 builds fitness faster. So why is cozy cardio trending so hard right now? Because people are burned out. They're tired of the no pain, no gain culture. They're tired of doing insane workouts for 2 weeks, getting sore, getting hungry, getting stressed, and then falling off the wagon. Cozy cardio feels doable. It feels safe. It feels repeatable. And for most people, repeatable is the missing piece. But here's where people mess it up. They do soft cardio, so soft that it becomes basically nothing. They're strolling at a pace where a turtle could pass them and still have time to text his turtle girlfriend. And then they're confused why their body isn't changing. So let's make this practical. What is soft cardio actually good for? It's good for increasing daily movement without recovery problems, building the cardio habit if you hate cardio, burning extra calories without spiking hunger and cravings, lowering stress, improving sleep, and making your week feel less chaotic. Soft cardio is especially powerful if you're a beginner. Your overweight and high-impact cardio hurts your joints. You lift weights and don't want cardio to crush recovery, or you're the kind of person who goes too hard and then quits. So yes, cozy cardio works. But does Zone 2 work better? Zone 2 is better when your goal is improving conditioning and getting more cardio benefits per minute. If soft cardio is a slow simmer, Zone 2 is a steady boil, not a raging fire. Just enough heat to create real change. Now, what is Zone 2 really? Because people make it complicated. Zone 2 is basically a pace where you can still talk, but you don't want to. You can speak in short sentences. You're breathing heavier, but you're not gasping. You feel like you're working at about a 6 out of 10. Here's the easiest test in the world, the talk test. If you can sing, it's too easy. If you can only say one word at a time, it's too hard. If you can speak in short sentences, you're in the zone. That's it. You don't need a lab test. You don't need to stare at your heart rate like you're defusing a bomb. Use the talk test first. Use heart rate second if you want extra guidance. And let me say something that will save you a lot of stress. Your exact heart rate zones don't need to be perfect. People obsess over whether their zone 2 is 137 beats per minute or 143 beats per minute, while they sleep 5 hours and eat random snacks all day. If your intensity is roughly right and you're consistent, your body will adapt. Now, let's compare them in a way that actually matters: results, recovery, and adherence. Soft cardio wins on adherence. It's easy. You can do it almost every day. It doesn't feel scary. It doesn't wreck your legs. It doesn't ruin your lifting. Zone 2 wins on efficiency. It gives you more conditioning benefits in less time. You'll usually feel your fitness improving faster. But here's the secret. You don't have to choose one. The best plan for most people is a blend. You use soft cardio as your daily movement foundation, and you use Zone 2 as your fitness booster. Because if you try to do Zone 2 every day and you're not built for that yet, you'll get fatigued, you'll skip sessions, and then you'll end up doing nothing. And doing nothing is the worst cardio plan of all. So let's build the exact weekly plan. I'm going to give you a simple plan you can start this week, then I'll show you how to progress it without burning out. Here's the plan for a normal person who lifts weights and wants fat loss. 2 Zone 2 sessions per week, 2 to 3 cozy cardio sessions per week, and daily steps as a baseline. That's it. Now let's make it more specific. Zone 2 sessions, 20 to 30 minutes. Cozy cardio sessions, 10 to 20 minutes. Daily steps. Aim for 7,000 to 10,000. If you're a beginner, start at the low end. If you're intermediate, push the minutes. And if you're thinking, that's not enough, let me remind you. Cardio is not your punishment for eating. Cardio is a tool. If you're lifting and eating correctly, this amount of cardio is more than enough to create consistent fat loss without draining your life force. Now let's talk about the best forms of cardio for these two types, because this matters. For cozy cardio, the best options are walking outside, walking on a treadmill, incline walking, light cycling, anything you can do while staying relaxed. For Zone 2, the best options are incline treadmill, walking at a faster pace, stationary bike, elliptical, rowing. If your form is decent, the key is something you can keep steady without your joints hating you. Now let's hit the big mistakes that stop people from getting results. Mistake number 1, going too hard on Zone 2. Zone 2 is not almost dying. If you finish and you're wrecked, you were not in Zone 2. You were in zone panic. When you go too hard, you rack up fatigue, and then your lifting suffers. Or you skip sessions because you dread them. Or you get extra hungry and eat more without noticing. Keep Zone 2 controlled. Mistake number 2, making cozy cardio too easy. If you're doing cozy cardio, you should still be moving enough that your body knows you're exercising. You should feel like you're doing something. You're not lying down. A good cozy pace is still a purposeful walk. You can talk normally, but you're moving. It's not a stroll through a museum. Mistake number 3, using cardio to compensate for a messy diet. Cardio helps, but you can't outwalk a chaotic calorie intake. If you're eating randomly, cardio becomes a band-aid. Steps and Zone 2 work best when your food is reasonably consistent. Now, I know there's one question you're thinking right now. How do I progress this? Simple. You progress in this order. First, you increase steps. Then you increase minutes. Then, only if needed, you increase intensity slightly. because intensity is the easiest way to burn out. So, here's a 4-week progression that keeps it sustainable. Week 1, 2 zone, 2 sessions of 20 minutes. 2 cozy sessions of 10 to 15 minutes. Steps, baseline plus 2,000 per day. Week 2, 2 zone, 2 sessions of 25 minutes. 3 cozy sessions of 15 minutes. Steps, push towards 7,000 daily. Week 3, 2 zone 2 sessions of 30 minutes. 3 cozy sessions of 15-20 minutes. Steps, 7,000 to 9,000 daily. Week 4, 2 zone 2 sessions of 35 minutes if you feel good. 3 cozy sessions of 20 minutes. Steps, 8,000 to 10,000 daily. That plan alone, done consistently, will change your body. And here's the best part. It won't wreck your legs. It won't destroy your recovery. And it won't make you dread your schedule. Now let me give you 2 quick real-life examples so you know what to do depending on where you are. Example 1. Beginner hates cardio. You do cozy cardio 4 times a week, 15 minutes each. You focus on steps. You build the habit. Once that feels easy, you add 1 zone 2 session. Then you add the second. You earn your way up. Example 2. Intermediate lifter wants faster results. You do 2 zone 2 sessions, 30 minutes each. You do 2 cozy sessions, 20 minutes each. You hit steps daily. If fat loss stalls, you add 10 minutes to 1 zone 2 session, not an extra brutal HIIT workout. Because again, sustainable wins. Now let's recap. Clean and simple. Cozy cardio is low-intensity movement that's easy to repeat and great for adherence, stress, recovery, and daily calorie burn. Zone 2 is slightly harder, still sustainable, and gives more conditioning benefits per minute. The best plan for most people is a blend. 2 zone 2 sessions per week, 2 to 3 cozy sessions per week, and daily steps as your foundation. Stop trying to win cardio. Start trying to win consistency.